but I'm buying one.
Compré mi Machintosh la semana pasada, es el primer ordenador de mi vida.
How many Macs are you making?
In Europe, we've been shipping more than 20,000 products per week.
Who's buying them?
People.
Classic 2!
I got a PowerBook.
Do I need a computer? Seems like too much hard work to me.
As soon as you've got the hold of the mouse and everything and you draw down menus, everything's brilliant. It's so easy.
Can you be more specific?
Students, entrepreneurs, teachers, dentists, lawyers, artists.
Si le das un beso a una niña y se sonríe y te vuelve a dar un beso todavía más fuerte, me doy cuenta que eso está muy bien hecho. Pero si me lo preguntas por mi trabajo, nunca lo sabes. De hecho, tienes la impresión de estar continuamente haciendo graves errores. Yo creo que los ordenadores está muy bien que sean máquinas frías. Y de hecho a mí nunca me ha gustado tocar con el dedo. Me parece que una buena herramienta es el mouse. Macintosh is really good because it's like a pencil, it's very close to you. Utilizar un Macintosh o no utilizarlo es como plantearse hoy en día que en tu casa no pones luz eléctrica y te gusta más ir con vela. Bueno, el proceso de trabajo del Macintosh es mucho más visual y sobre todo más lógico, como más juvenil, más, no sé, más cercano tuyo, te toca más. Está hecho por alguien que realmente sabe lo que es tener alma y cariño, que es importante.
I don't wave.
She really doesn't.
I don't actually know much about computers.
She really doesn't.
But if you did, what would you buy?
Machintosh?
Why?
Because I don't actually want to know very much about computers.
Anything that we ever get involved with, software, systems, whatever it is, it has to be measured by best ease of use. We are interested in taking technology which may be sophisticated, intimidating, unapproachable, and make it appealing to the user. The idea that you could empower individuals with tools that leverage very advanced technologies, but make it accessible to normal people.
I'm going to go into a shop, find out what kind of computer I need, buy it and learn to use it. And use it.
What do people do with them?
They work, organize, create, inspire,
And what else?
categorize, play, have fun.
And you call that computing?
Yes.
What is it about the word computer that scares people, do you think? People that just know typewriters, say.
The truth is that most of the things that people do on computers today isn't really adding numbers together. They're generally dealing with things at the level of ideas. They're relating ideas in different ways. Even when people use a spreadsheet, the important thing about the spreadsheet is the model. All of the tedious stuff, which they didn't like to do in school, is done for you by the computer. The important thing is this idea that you've created a structure that is a thought amplifier. So it's one of these things that, like a musical instrument, takes something that we're doing inside of ourselves and expands the possibilities.
Hi. Here we are. I'm looking for an Apple or a Macintosh. Which is it?
Well, Macintosh is a whole series of computers, all built by Apple Computer.
Right. So there's a lot of them.
Yes.
Can we take it from the beginning?
This is the Macintosh Classic, which is the entry-level Macintosh, which is ideal for domestic use for word processing and personal accounting. Click, drag down.
Up here?
Yeah, click, hold down, drag down, and paste, release. There we are.
That's very simple.
In what kind of places do you find the Classic?
Homes, schools, factories, smaller businesses like bakeries.
Machintosh Classic 2.
But the Classic 2 is the same as the Classic, but more powerful, faster.
This is the Macintosh LC, which is modular, which means you have a range of screens to choose from.
Oh, I see, yeah.
The LC is our most affordable, most popular color Macintosh.
This is the Macintosh PowerBook 100, the 140, and the 170. And you'll notice they have the unique Apple palm rest.
Oh, I really like the look of these. And they're so light.
What can people do with the PowerBook?
Well, write, sell, learn, teach, play, communicate. Whatever they do, they can now do it wherever they go.
What if you want to do complicated things?
Well, then we have the high-end Macintosh, like the Quadra.
So who uses those?
Designers, publishers, scientists, engineers, professors, and 2,823 people at Cambridge University.
As I understand it, all Macintoshes do exactly the same thing. Only I decide how much money I want to spend, how powerful the computer should be, how big the screen, whether I want color or monochrome. What is monochrome?
Oh, black and white.
I want color.
Porque para mí es normal. Los colores forman parte de mi vida. Justo por eso uso Macintosh.
This is my Macintosh LC. Good color machine for someone starting out just like me. Oh, and this is my style writer. I would just like to add that the camera crew didn't help me at all.
Having fun?
I'm having great fun.
Je crois que l'inspiration vient d'abord de la discussion qu'on a aujourd'hui, du son de la pluie qui tape contre la vitre, d'une conversation ou d'un film ou d'un livre que j'ai lu ou vu dans les dernières heures, et tous ces différents éléments donneront naissance demain, dans une semaine ou dans un mois, à une idée musicale. Moi, je suis arrivé à un moment où le Macintosh est arrivé au milieu de ma vie. Alors qu'il y a des gens, les enfants dont vous parlez, sont des gens qui sont nés avec le Macintosh. Donc, ils ont des réactions instinctives et intuitives que je n'ai pas. Donc, je pense qu'ils auraient peut-être plus de conseils à me donner que moi, j'aurais de conseils à leur donner. Ça devrait être la technologie qui suit la création et pas l'inverse. Et aujourd'hui, il y a eu un effort énorme des créateurs pour s'adapter continuellement vis-à-vis de la technologie. Et j'espère qu'on va arriver à une situation inverse le plus rapidement possible. Mais je suis effectivement toujours émerveillé par le nouvel instrument, c'est aussi le charme de la technologie, aussi de la technique. Voilà.
The user feels like this is the easiest computer they've ever used in their life. That in terms of their own productivity, they feel like they can do more things than they could ever do and they couldn't get along without it. And that's the bottom line. It's not about technology features. It's about, is this a product that I couldn't get along without now that I've learned to use it? Is it one that's the best experience I've ever had if I've used other computers?
My Macintosh is like oxygen. You can't live without it.
Icons, pull down menus, windows, all sorts of things. Well, I'm in control. I mean, I tell it what to do. It doesn't tell me what to put in.
When I'm using Machintosh at work, I really feel I'm not working. I feel I'm playing.
Isn't it rather complicated?
Sí, sí, claro. Puede que sea complicado. Solo si tú quieres que sea complicado.
Sí, 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 sí. What have you done with poor Carol? Come over here and have a look at this.
That didn't take long.
And this? It's all laid out so well.
My favourite command? Oh, it's definitely print.
My favourite command?
Bold.
I like cut.
Page preview.
Oh,
Probably.
yeah. I'd say paste.
J'aime bien quitter.
My favorite command is undo. Really.
Niki Lauda is my name. For the first half of my life, I dedicated it to cars. Like any other, you have to have talent to be able to drive cars quick, but the rest is hard work. You have to change yourself into the latest technologies and be able to use it as quick as possible to beat the others. I tried to win, and sometimes I did. And now I'm in the airplane business. Especially in aviation, you have to be very sharp on your calculations to make sure that you do the right decisions for your business. I like it because it has the grey of my airplanes and it looks nice and it's light and I can carry it everywhere I want to. Design is a very simple answer to it. You either like it or you don't. I mean, there's nothing in between.
And you like it?
So, I like it.
This is a different way of thinking about the world. I don't want to replace my old ways of thinking, but I want to add this new way of thinking to the ways I think about the world now. And people have taken that pathway with books in the past. people are starting to take that pathway with this.
Le Mac que j'utilise, le PowerBook 170 bien sûr.
Afortunadamente puedo tener toda esta oficina dentro de esta oficina.
What next?
At the end of this century, people will look back and say, Apple people did it. They paved the way into the future.
You think it's as significant as a train or an automobile?
Oh yes, more significant because it has not to do with moving our bodies from place to place, but our mind from place to place.
If I am walking through an airport and I see somebody using a Macintosh, I mean, I can't resist to go over and kind of look over their shoulder, and if I get the courage up, I'll say, well, what are you doing with it? And usually their eyes will light up and they'll say, you know, this is wonderful and let me show you. And to see that experience repeated over and over again in different parts of the world is what gives us the encouragement to want to keep going forward and building, you know, more and more implementations of the Macintosh.
This is fun. This is great fun. You know, this is easy. It's remarkably easy to learn. Did it. And quit.
En u zag het is heel makkelijk om met de Mac te leren werken. Wat velen van u niet weten is dat u met de Apple Macintosh ook MS-DOS-bestanden kunt inlezen en bewerken. En ook dat is heel makkelijk. Het is een kwestie van het schijfje erin, een klik met uw muis en u kunt ermee doen wat u wilt. Bewerken, bewaren en wegschrijven op het MS-DOS-schijfje. Ik had u net beloofd te vertellen hoe u kans maakt een PowerBook te winnen. Nou, als u een PowerBook een week lang gratis op proef neemt, maakt u kans op een van de 25 PowerBooks die Apple weggeeft. En hoe kunt u zo'n handig PowerBook een week op proef krijgen? Bel voor het dichtstbijzijnde Apple-verkooppunt 06 0342.
Can I have a PowerBook now?